G'day friends, and welcome to World Fussy Cutting Day. This is all about women's health and women's hearts actually, as a reminder to take care of yourself and especially your hearts. We've only got the one. Now I'm one of those ones that loves to fussy cut. Not everyone does, but I do. And the lady that this day has taken off because of was one of those ones that loved to fussy cut too. I don't know much about her. I think her name, yeah, I'm not too sure, so I won't say anything else. But it's one of those things where, yeah, we don't take enough care of ourselves, I don't think. I know I don't. So, okay, so what I've done is I've got bits and pieces of a cut apart sheet from Uniquely Creative. They did bring out a sheet especially for today, and this is it. Sort of what I've done, what I've got left I should say. I've cut everything else out. I think it goes like that somehow, it doesn't matter. Butterflies, beautiful flowers. This one's navy and white, or blues and whites. The other one is apricots. They are both really, really pretty. And we're going to play with this today, eh? So what I've done is I've die cut a panel with stitched rectangle dies. Then I have cut out a piece of navy cardstock. Now I've got two pieces here of pattern paper. These were actually tags that were part of this cut apart sheet, but I didn't want to do a tag, so I've cut them down to a piece of paper. And I'm thinking what we might do is put that there like that, and then this on here like that, with that blank there, like a Polaroid, I suppose. Or I did cut this in half before I sort of knew what I was going to do. Or we could join this back up together. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. So I'm going to have to chop this back a little bit. I'm just going to grab my guillotine. I'm just going to chop a little bit from the top, and I'm just going to make sure that I am actually cutting from the top, and I'm going to chop a little bit from the side, and fingers crossed look at that, we might need just a fraction more. Yeah, let's chop a fraction more, okay? I would use my trimmer, but my blades are a little bit blunt and I haven't got around to replacing them. I think we might use this one. So what we'll do, so this was one tag, just like this, and I just randomly chopped it, eh? And we're going to stick this back together, so to speak. But, oh, am I doing that the right way now? Yeah. but with a little bit of colour showing around all the sides and in between the two pieces. Now, if you know me, I love to chop my papers. And why can't we turn our tags or tag shapes into paper? There you go, just like that. This is then going to go onto here. And I want the bottom all white. So I'm sticking it towards the top part, eh? And I've cut this navy cardstock down in such a way that we can see that stitching around that rectangle, eh? Okay, now before we go any further, I am actually going to stamp a sentiment down the bottom of, oh, sorry. Are we right? Sorry about that. Of our panel. Are we all good to go? I'm just going to wait and check. Yeah. Okay. Now, the sentiment I'm using is from GK Designs and it's called Birthday Wishes. I love this set. It's just got everything that you could possibly want for birthday settings. Now, what do I do with mine? My sentiment. And I'm using best wishes to you on your special day, which means it could be for any occasion. And just tap, tap, tap. Bring that down so that I can see it properly. And I think I might put it smack bang in the middle, eh? Fingers crossed. Oh, happy with that. Now this set does come with dies that you can cut out as well into that shape, but I'm just going to leave it like that. Now we're going to pop this up if I can find. Here we go. I don't know where my tape is. So we will use these. And of course, they're stuck together. And I'm going to put an extra support. If I had a thought of it, you always think after the fact, I could have chopped a couple of the same shapes, or the rectangle shape, and built it up that way. And I quite like doing that actually. It just gives it a whole different look compared to popping it up on dimensionals or tape. And I take my sticky lids off as I go along. Okay, so that's done. But first up, what I'm going to do is grab our base card. Now I have embossed 2 pieces of cardstock, one in the navy, and this is embossed with a subtle embossing folder. I just love the look of it. we could put that there like that, or I love white on white. And we could put that like that, and I think, you know what, I think we'll do that. I'm adding a little bit of extra glue for the embossing folder, and we're just going to put that on there like that, making sure it's nice and straight. That's done. Then we can bring in our panel, and we can stick this right smack bang in the middle there like that, eh? Of course, I didn't make sure it was straight, did I? Straight. Okay, then we are going to arrange our images. I fussy cut this little fella out. He's going to go smack bang there. Then I have fussy cut a couple of flowers. Thinking that might go there. That can go there. And then that can go there. And then I've got this one that I didn't fussy cut. I thought I'd just do it on camera. Now when I fussy cut, I tend to leave a narrow white border or a border around my images. But that doesn't mean to say that you have to do the same. And I move the paper as I cut. And just follow your shape around. Now, if you wanted to, you could grab a pencil and lightly draw a line around your image and then cut around that pencil line and then rub out your pencil line. If you don't do that, you more than, and if you're happy with it, you can cut right along the image, the outline of the image, okay? And then I'm thinking, actually that's too big. Let's do the big ones on the long one. So first up, what we'll do is we'll pop him up, right? We'll pop all these up. Now I will have a description, yeah, all the details on the card today in the description below, hey? I love this image, I think it's so cute. We'll just put it straight, I think. But I might just leave it sitting for the moment because I just ripped out a couple of those, but we're going to hide them. Because we want to stick a couple of flowers underneath, which I'm going to pop up, we'll have to move it. So that can go there like that. Where's that big white one? I was going to put them at the bottom, wasn't I? stick this one flat. No. Let's pop it all up, eh? Just like that. I'm actually going to take that off and add a little bit of glue. This is what happens when you don't plan anything. Okay, turn that around. We will put this one here. I'm going to pop that up. Slide that under there. I know I'm making this very difficult for myself, but we're going to get there in the end. I've really gone the long way about things here. And we're just going to slide that there like that. Take off this. Add a little bit of glue in lieu of. And I've got a couple of leaves and we're going to just stick these down, eh? I'm not going to make these hard for ourselves. So that can go there like that. And let's put this one right there, eh? It's going to cover up our sentiment. Yeah, that one. There you go. Then to finish it all off, after all that, let's add a little bit of bling, eh? I've got these blue ones, blue embellishment here, and I did have a doot tool here as well, which I seem to have, here it is, lost. Put that both sides there. Make sure that that's nice and straight. And you know what? I think that might be all we do. Yeah. Just for something a little bit different. So that is my card. Excuse me. That is my card for World Fussy Cutting Day. For World Fussy Cutting Day. I hope you enjoyed it. I realise I've gone the long way around doing things today, but we got there in the end. Okay, thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. See ya. All right.